Welcome back to the Right Corner YouTube channel, your source for the best and most up-to-date content about Zimbabwean politics. That is Zimbabwean politicians. What are they saying on X account, formerly Twitter? What is happening in and outside Zimbabwe? Unfiltered information and updates, reporting it as it is here on the Right Corner YouTube channel. So if you're looking for insightful and thought-provoking content, you have come to the right place. Please subscribe. And now let's dive into today's topic: Chamisa's recent statements and the reactions they have garnered on Twitter. Citizens Coalition for Change political party leader Nelson Chamisa has been criticized for posting Bible verses on Twitter without taking any tangible actions to positively impact the nation. He wrote on his Twitter account that the church must govern all human affairs. Where church is, there is light, life, joy, glory, and grace. This sparked debate among many Twitter users. While some people supported his statements, others accused him of being hypocritical and failing to take action on issues affecting Zimbabwe. They argued that he should focus on addressing issues like poverty, corruption, and unemployment instead of posting about the church on social media. Freeman, an ex-user, posted that he totally agrees with this view. Quoted, "I totally agree with this view. Separation of state and church is imperative. Church has no room for human freedom and desires. It should only be used as a moral compass by those who subscribe to it. Religion must stay as far as possible from governance. It is a drag." And he tagged Nelson Chamisa's post of "the church must govern," and also another ex-user by the name Max Lyon wrote that, quoted, "This is part of the stuff that I find disappointing about the leadership class. Refusal to adhere to well-known governance practices. In a dysfunctional country, the international community and potential investors will be looking at the alternative, and they see this. We talk every day about the need for modern and transformational leadership. I don't know how you get it with this approach. I doubt many people in CCC leadership agree with this. Now imagine the CCC leader approaching his fellow leaders to formulate a vision for the party based on this thinking. I can see other leaders disagreeing with this line of thought. They can't do anything about it because there are no procedures in planting a remedy to such matters. Everyone has a right to religion, but politics and the function to government is for all the people, whether they are religious or not. It shouldn't be complicated. You can't lead in favor of one group of people at the expense of others. Some people don't like it when we address matters this way. They don't want their leaders to be held accountable. The way politics is done must change given the dysfunction. New ideas are needed, new leaders are needed, and people who approach politics from a different perspectives are also needed." And he also tagged Nelson Chamisa's post. Also, the multiple award-winning investigative journalist Hope Chingono wrote that Nelson Chamisa has been the best foot forward in 2018 and 2023 for anyone wanting change in Zimbabwe. However, when he repeats the same things that he said in 2018 in 2023, it is common sense that anyone with a brain has a right to question if there's a real plan beyond the Bible verses and motivational speeches. Don't insult citizens who ask those pertinent questions. You claim to be a Democrat. We are not in a cult and don't want to be in one. Don't threaten citizens who are exercising their intellectual freedom to asking such questions. Nelson Chamisa said that victory was coming and that celebrations were coming too in 2018. Yesterday, he said the same thing again 5 years later. Is it not common sense to ask whether there's a real plan when a leader repeats the same thing 5 years later? You can't say hashtag God is in it, then insult citizens who use the brains that the same God bestowed onto them to think straight. This was Wopwe Chingono. However, he had to kind of support Chamisa's post, as he wrote that what I like about Nelson Chamisa is that he doesn't hide how he will govern the country if and when he becomes president. It is up to you whether you agree with it or not, but he lets you know that he prefers theocracy at the heart of his government when the day comes. And Hopewell also tagged Nelson Chamisa's post where he was talking about the church governing all human affairs. And like always, other Twitter users were commenting on Hopewell Chingono's post, saying that could be possible reason he didn't agree with full-time and ended up going solo. I remember the candidate's selection from had a gold complex field. Dude must have come far with this idea. This rate, the blunders and Mrs. Dude losing supporters not good for the struggle. Tiki Chituku Tuku is the one who wrote this. And another ex-user wrote that Jesus was not a politician but vehemently spoke truth to power. The kingdom of God is not the same as the kingdom of Zimbabwe. God is not coming to solve our problems no matter how many Bible verses we quote without the necessary actions to fight tyranny pound for pound. This was African Pragmatic who wrote this. And another user by the name Tino wrote that, but if people don't like the principles upon which he's campaigning, they can desist from supporting Chamisa. What's the point focusing attention on the things about him you don't like? People should find a better way to vent out their anger. So this was the story making all the noise around Twitter yesterday, following Nelson Chamisa's post that the church must govern all human affairs, which was married to a lot of critics around X account, with a few people kind of supporting this assertion. Thank you for watching the Right Corner YouTube channel.